Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
I love that intro. Shout out to King Dave. Welcome to Sauce in the City Late Night Comedy Game Show Season 3 PG 13 pilot. Yes, I had to say all of that because guess what, y'all? Tonight is Clean Comedy Night. That's right. And you guys can collect all 10. There they are on the screen. Just saying. This is a live show, but I have nothing to fear, and neither do you. So I can be responsible for more than just the intros. That's all I am saying. As I told you guys, we have our funny friends in the studio tonight. And I got so lucky that there are so many people who know how to watch their mouth in the studio. First up, we got Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Always a mouthful and always good to see you, sir. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you and see you again. So catch us up on, since the last time we saw you.
Well, last week was kind of rough. Your truth is your reality. I messed around and stepped on a yellow jacket nest, and it wasn't pretty. It's one of those
Oh,
things where,
no.
whew, it was crazy.
It's one of those
All I'm
things
gonna say is
where
I thought I was getting. Go ahead.
it's going to be a really funny comedy set in like a year
Oh
or
yeah,
so.
oh yeah. I told some jokes about it last Friday, so warming up.
Oh, well, we're glad to have you here. Sorry about your incident, but it seems like you're probably ready to help me to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it going to be?
Let's go with Jay Watch.
Jay Watch. I told him I love his voice. Hi, Jay Watch. Welcome to the Clean Comedy Stream. How are you?
Oh, it's your boy Jay Watch, lyrical alchemist, comedian therapist, and we are live on the Source of the City late night comedy game show with Brenda Brown, the hottest, the hostess with the mostest, 6 years in the game. Let me put you on notice. If you didn't know before, now you know this, man.
I love it. Dropping bars this early in the program. I love it. Well, welcome to the PG 13 episode. So, what do you think? I mean, I think you were on the first one, but what do you think about this one versus the rated R?
It's all funny when it's funny.
I love it. All right, I'm going to add you back with Jimmy George Hayes Jr., and it's time for y'all to help me to introduce the next contestant to the stream.
Tony, Tony Montana, Tony D. That's right.
Oh, you mean Phil Strickland Light. Got it.
Yes, yes. I am Tommy D. Tonight I'll be playing the part of Phil Strickland. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Woo! Happy to be here with my girl Brenda, and I'm gonna have a good time and keep it clean. Woo!
I love it. Well, welcome back, Tommy D. I love this new role as Phil Strickland Light. And because you are a newbie to the show, at least Phil Strickland Light is, I get to ask you the same question we ask all newbies, which is what is your favorite game show or competition series?
Well, obviously, Sauce in the City, but if you're talking network, I'm old school. I like the Hollywood Squares. Because no, I'm old school. So
I love it. Hollywood Squares probably is one of the first, along with The Price is Right, where I got my love for the production of game shows. But as Phil Strickland light, Tommy D can't be over there. Now
Uh-oh.
you run over and you get Phil Strickland light and you bring him back to the show and help me introduce our next contestant to the stream.
Uh, I gotta fess up. I'm not really Phil Strickland. He's just my idol, and I try to be him. Um, so I'm gonna quit posing. I'm Tommy D. Dang it! I'm just fangirling over here. But anyhow, speaking of girl, let's bring on my girl Abigail.
Abigail Comedy, love seeing you around. Welcome back to the stream, PG-13. Look at me dropping bars. How are you?
I'm good. How about y'all tonight? It looks like we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We are gonna have the most fun ever. I got some Mr. Clean over here, but I don't even think I'm gonna need it because I think we are going to actually make it happen. Are you ready?
I'm in. I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. I'm gonna add you back to the cast and have you help me to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
The true Phil Strickland. Was that how you said his name?
The true Phil Strickland. Okay.
Yes.
Will the real true Phil Strickland
That's,
please stand up?
please let me finish. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Let
love
me finish.
it. I love
Oh.
it.
Finish. What's up? The real Phil Strickland in the house. How y'all doing? What's going on? Yeah.
Hey, the one of MPSC Entertainment, none other. Welcome back to the stream.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here, Brenda.
Oh my gosh. So catch us up since the last time you've been here.
Well, I've been running my mouth a lot. That usually gets me in trouble, not only at work, but at church, and definitely at home with my wife and two daughters. I tell you what, I try to do the best I can, and I think my biggest fan is still the Labrador named Blueberries. Yep, I'm a black man in his 50s with a Labrador named Blueberries. Good job, Blueberries. It just doesn't come out quite right when I say it. People think I should say it a different way, like, hey, there's a dog, No, I'm a nice person. I pay taxes.
I love it. Welcome back to the stream. This is why I love having you. I'm
Thank you.
proving that clean can be oh so funny. I'm going to add you back to the cast and have you help us to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it going to be?
Our next contestant is Stephen Ray from New York. No, that's too far to go to a show. Stephen Ray. Bring it on.
Yes. Hi, Stephen. Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome to
Hello.
the PG-13 episode.
Hi, boys and girls, ladies and mankind. It's good to be here.
Well, it's good to have you. We have teleported you over from the R-rated show. Tell us what the difference is for you.
There are words I can't say, and my whole voice changed. It's just what it is. The Lord, the Creator, has brought us together to, make a family-friendly show. So here we are.
Family and friendly, two of my favorite words. All right, time for me to add you back to the cast and for you to help us to introduce our last contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
I guess it'll be our last contestant. I'm trying to make a list here.
Checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
Oh, Mr. Green, it's the Dark Knight.
Funny Man Green is coming to our stream. Welcome back, or welcome to the PG-13 episode. Mutual.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Funny Man Green is playing an undercover agent in the latest edition of hide for your job and try to be there for your friends. Well, all of you,
It's the native edition called Hide and Go Work.
hide and go work. I love it. I'm in. I'm totally down to play the game. And while I think is he by okay, tell us who is going to be the opening act because you know that's what we're gonna do next.
Oh well, I thought I was a new character, so I get asked my question, but uh,
You can't stay on the screen long enough.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Okay. Okay, the Dark Knight, because you are a new character, I can ask you, what is your favorite game show or competition series?
Oh, it's definitely Deal or No Deal.
Oh, this is okay.
I love Deal or No Deal. What's
Deal or
your
No Deal.
favorite part?
Because I'm sitting there waiting for somebody, you know what I mean, that is so broke. The guy asks, you know what I mean, has the case for $1,000, so I'll take it. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't
Most
have
likely
to.
he's a crackhead.
They wouldn't have to push me too far. All right, Funny Man Green. Like I said, the opening act of the show, we could play a boring video, but why when we have so much talent on the screen? Who's it gonna be? Who should take us into the episode?
We have not heard from the great. Matter of fact, my roommate in Vegas, Tommy D. We had to
I-
survive the roaches together. Yes, Tommy D.
Oh my gosh, Tommy D.
Hi.
Who should take us into the episode? Who do you think?
I think the best way to start the episode is with Phil Strickland. I mean, you got to have that energy. Just saying.
I do agree. The energy is there, definitely. Abigail, who starts the episode?
I don't know. I'm thinking that I would like to hear from Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
That is a lot of name to say. Oh,
I wrote it down.
I know. I'm glad you did. One of us had to. All right, Jay Watch, who should start us out on the episode?
I'm kind of favorite towards Mr. Strickland over there. Yeah.
Uh-oh, the heat is turning up. Okay. Stephen Ray, who should start us out on the episode?
Vel, let's see. The most energy goes to Phil Strickland for having the most energy. I want to see if he's like the Energizer Bunny and can keep going.
Oh my God, Mr. Phil Strickland, they're trying to suck your energy, but you have a vote. Who should start us off on the episode?
My vote is the man with all the names, Jimmy George Hayes. That's right. That's right. Did I get them all in order? Did I get them all right? Did I get them all right?
You forgot the junior.
Dang it. Dang it.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. You know, some of the heat is on you, but I think your friend Phil is gonna definitely take it, but you still get a vote. So who do you think should take us into the episode?
And I'm going to pass the torch to Mr. Phil Strickland.
Dang it. Here we go.
Hey, all right, Mr. Phil Strickland of MPSC Entertainment. I'm kind of glad they put you up to this. I haven't had a 3 minutes from you in a long, long time. So I'm going to put that 3 minutes on the clock. And it does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night.
Let it
Let
be
it
funny.
be funny.
Let it be funny.
All right. Did I start? Here we go. Because I want to let you finish if you got to finish. I want to make sure it's right. I'm going to anticipate that this is my turn. So, for some extra money, what I like to do is take our RV and stuff and rent it out to different folks and stuff. Now, my wife was a travel nurse during the pandemic, and we was all over the place trying to get stuff situated. Well, guess what? We ain't doing that now, which is okay. We get to stay in the old folks' home, kind of where we're at right now. We rent out a place where everybody got to be 55 and over. and stuff. Now we just barely make it and stuff, but you get a nice discount on because we're a group on Depends and stuff. So I'm happy about that and stuff. Because sometimes I'm too lazy to get to the bathroom. Anyway, so we go ahead, we get this RV. Ain't nobody trying to buy this big old RV. This thing is huge, and I mean, you got a bath and a half. It's a RV. How big is the thing? Why you got to have a half a bathroom? She was like, sir, the way your bowels work, you go use the half bath. I'm like, dang it. So we got this thing. We can't sell it and stuff. So I start renting it through RV share and stuff. I'm thinking, let me
Uh-huh.
see what's going on. Man, these people rent this thing, they will tell you everything that's wrong on that thing. And anytime
Mm-hmm.
you take it out, automatic $1,500.
Mm.
Automatic $1,500 and stuff. Something got to be fixed. When your plywood, duct tape, fiber, pressed fiber wood, and all that sort of thing, aluminum and hope. Man, I'm telling you, anything can happen. It's
Said it.
always an adventure. Always an adventure. Well, we're in our third season of renting that thing, and I got it situated to where you can actually we can keep it at the place that it gets repaired. Because again, every time you take it out, $1,500 and stuff. So I mean, you got to fix something. So we go ahead, we get it, and I place it where it's got to be. The mechanic's there, and he's like, "Look, they only got me as the mechanic, Phil, and stuff." And I said, "Yeah, yeah, man, yeah. Can you fix this? Can you do that? Can you take a look at this?" He's like, "I'll see what I can do and get it situated, but we don't have anybody else here." What winds up happening is I get it rented. The people do great. We make a boatload of money to cover the $1,500, but we make a boatload of money on this one rental, and I'm loving it. I bring it back to where it's supposed to be, and we pull it with this truck and all that because I got to look like I fit in, like a good old boy. I got to look like that and stuff. And so I got this white truck, make me look like I'm the sheriff and all, pulling this big rig, this big fifth wheel behind me and all that. And I put it where it normally goes. This lady comes out, she wearing a shirt, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just parked this right. You can't park that right there. I'm like, oh, I don't know who she is, but based on her tone, I'm thinking her name starts with a K. But I don't know who it is because Karen, no. So I didn't say anything because I like my parking spot. They give me a great, great deal. I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
much time I got, but I'm bringing it in for Landon. So I go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. This is where I picked it up from. And me knowing there's only one mechanic, I'm like, he the boss around here. He the boss around here and stuff. But I didn't fight nothing. I let her finish. Anyway, turns out she was the boss's wife and stuff. And she went ahead and she said, "You got to move that." I tried to start moving it, didn't set the pin back. Boom, bust out my back tailgate. $1,500 now turns into $2,000 because that's a $500 repair. I tell you what, you live or you learn, and I've been learning a whole lot with this RV. I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all, my therapy. Peace.
Oh, very nicely done and very funny. Because yeah, I've been there. RVs are definitely where I'm headed in my 55 plus years. Because I've seen the places, those communities, and they rock. So I am totally down and waiting for my turn. All right, Mr. Phil Strickland of MPSC Entertainment. We're going to hop right into the playing of games and giving you a chance to put some points on the board. In this segment of Test Your Funny, it is very simple. I will give you 5 points if you can remain in the AB range of your GPA level, or I will give you 10 points if you get all A's from your castmate and hang on to the honor roll. Are you down to clown?
100%.
Let's do it. All right, who's your first grader going to be?
Tommy D, the light skinned Phil Strickland.
Now, you picked Tommy D right out the gate, so we're going to have to talk about some of these picks. So, did you pick him because you is was that an easy one for you?
Yeah, because me and Tommy D, we click. It's like twins. We kind of know what the other one is thinking a lot of times and stuff, and I think that might bode well. So I was like, you know what, Tommy D. If it wasn't Tommy, it was gonna be the one with the 15 names. I was gonna be like, I think it starts with Jimmy, but right now I said Tommy D is just one name and a letter. I can handle that.
Okay, let's do it. All right, Tommy D. A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I'm not allowed to give an A plus, so I have to drop it down to an A. But Phil and I like we're one heart separated by 1,500 miles. When he's happy, I'm happy. When he's sad, I'm sad. And he's gassy right now, I can tell you. So yeah, he's my man.
Okay. Well, one very gassy and enthusiastic A. So we are doing good, holding on to that honor roll. Who's your next grader going to be?
It's got to be Jimmy. He's the newest one to the family and stuff. I got to start strong and go from there. I mean, shoot, I think Stephen Ray's gonna be next. So warm up, Stephen. Warm up.
Okay. Well, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I got to give him A. He's bringing the energy, and it's late at night for me, so he's pumping me up. I ain't got to drink a soda.
I love it. You're helping him keep a handle on his diabetes. That is good. All right. So two very enthusiastic A's. So you are hanging on to that honor roll and doing well. Who is your third grader going to be?
Jimmy, Stephen Ray. I'd come to your show in New York, but it's too far. Stephen Ray.
All right, Stephen Ray, A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, as an 8-year-old in third grade living in Boonville, our RV is always in good shape because we have 4 of them. Got to get yourself a spare and stop moving that piece of thing you shouldn't move. Lord, give me the power to say words I'm not supposed to say.
So
Hey,
what is the
A,
grade?
A, A.
Oh my God, he went off the ramp and I thought we were going down in flames. Good catch. All right, tic tac toe, 3 funny folks in a row, and you are still on the honor roll. So y'all give it up for your boy, Phil, Mr. Phil Strickland. Yep, y'all
Appreciate that.
got to actually put some hands in the air because we don't have sound effects. We're working on it. All right, Phil, who's your next grader going to be?
I what about Jay with the sunglasses on? I forget how you say his whole name. Those is pretty fresh.
J, watch, he,
Jay what?
him, them. A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, let's see what the boss says. Yeah. It says that this man's story was so compelling, his problems were insurmountable. The 1,500 every time he looked at it, the 500 for him breathing on it wrong. I know the feeling, and for that alone, you get an A though. That's
Oh, wow. Looking like pretty funny stuff, and everybody is with you on a roll, and 10 points is still within view. So, who's your next grader going to be?
Let's bring our young lady friend, Miss Abigail, please, and thank you.
Abigail Comedy, A, B, C, D, or F, L, bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I almost gave him a B because I mean $500 because you can't back it up. Now come right with Jesus, okay? Now you got to come right. I also fell prey to the RV rental thing down here in South Florida, but I laughed so hard because I felt it so badly. I mean, 1,500, honey, you were stealing it right back out of that lot. Um, I give you an A, honey boo, my dear God. I was in it. I was in it right there with you.
Oh my goodness. All right, Mr. Phil Strickland. She was going to sink your battleship, but you brought her back with the memories of renting
Mm,
out RVs. So
mm.
as long as the Dark Knight doesn't do anything crazy, you should hang on to your honor roll. Let's check it
Thank you,
out.
Abigail. Thank you. Now, the Dark Knight, I gotta say something. Every time he on here, for some reason, I gotta take lesser. and he got to get more. I'm like, come on now. Let's see if he can think about somebody more than himself. Go ahead, Dark Knight. Give it to me. That's messed up.
All right. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, I was kind of thinking of an A, but since that comment he just made, I might take away a couple points. No, I'm just playing. No. I mean, I loved every bit of it. You know what I mean? He proved that, you know what I mean, you could be funny without dropping, you know what I mean, all the bad words and different things like that. I still give him an A.
All right.
Dark
Well,
Knight, send me your cash app. I got $1 for you. I'm telling you
y'all
what.
give it up for Mr. Phil Strickland over there making clean funny and funny clean. All right, Mr. Phil Strickland of MPSC Entertainment. If the folks out there want to hear more about your RV rental nightmares, where can they find you?
Well, seeing as how I say a whole bunch of stuff, I don't know when I'm about to say something on the daily, but at mpscentertainment.com. If you go there and go down to the bottom, I'm always doing a 1-minute commercial. I got a handful each week that I'm talking about our upcoming stuff. Blueberries the dog. Come on. All right. So anyway, I got stuff on there. Go on over there and see what's up. That'd be the best thing. It helps the analytics. Don't ask me to spell it.
I love it. We're gonna jump into the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. About the sponsor spotlight. Y'all.
Bada boom, boom, boom.
I love having backup on this segment because it's one of my favorites. We get to highlight different faces, spaces, and places that we bumped into along the way. And because this is a new season and I have not had a chance to look over the videos, we are going to go with a safe bet. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. Welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sndcty Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sndcty is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sndcty, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sndcty. Jimmy Howell for introducing me to Sndcty. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sndcty. and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Austin City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all.
Y'all.
Do, 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 do. And shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. for the video. I will continue to play it until you make me a new one. All right. Skipping on to our next segment, which is our new game alert. Do not try this at home because do not want to lose friends and family over the rules, because that is something we are still trying to work out, but it's so much fun that we play anyway. All right, our new game of the night is Who Done It To? And this is the game of suspicion. It's a classic super sleuth game. What happens is very, very, very simple. From what I can take from the R-rated show is that some of our contestants have sent me in short stories, short comedy stories about their comedy horror stories. So they have sent in these stories to me. I will read them to the cast, and then I will give the cast 90 seconds on the clock because there's a lot of them and they talk a lot. I will give them 90 seconds on the clock to discuss and come up with who do they think done it. Dum 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 dum. I think that's what I was missing. Okay. Does everybody understand the rules of the game? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna read a little short story, and the person whose story that it is will receive 5 points if they can fool everybody into not picking them. And if everybody can figure out who done it too, you guys will receive the 5 points and they will receive none. Okay, so that's how the point system is working. Everybody got me?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Story number 1. I had a show, big pay, needed a DJ, 2 comics, and a host. The DJ and host was sick with COVID come showtime, so me and the other comic had to do almost an hour and a half each with 30 minutes material. Come on. Oh, okay. So there you go. So that's a horror story. You get down there and you think you're about to do your 3 minutes of comedy, and then the producer is looking at you like, well, do you have like another hour and 20 minutes on top of that? So that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna put 90 seconds on the clock. Who do y'all think showed up and had to show out?
True. Once you said big pay, it's got to be Phil Strickland.
Yeah.
I think it's Phil.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gotta
got
be
Phil
Phil.
written all over it.
Right at the end, that was the tell. Come on.
We're playing for the $25. Phil just playing just the show.
Dang it.
Bringing it right. Bringing it right.
Of course,
I
you know,
think
Jay
he
Watch, he's done the DJ stuff, the comedy stuff. You know, that could be him too, hiding behind them shades, just grinning, thinking he's fooling us all.
That's true.
I'm thinking Jay Watch and stuff.
One
I
of the
know it
corners.
sounds like, but I'm thinking Jay Watch.
Oh, that's right. They did that promo on Brenda's page, and she was like, it has nothing to do with Sauce in the City.
Could be Jay Watch.
Yeah, I think Jay Watch.
I think Jay
I
Watch.
don't
Lock it
know.
in.
Jimmy
Say what?
George Hayes Jr. has not said and or done much.
Uh-oh.
Are you
Oh, Jimmy.
I'm
Ooh.
going with Phil.
Oh,
tricky.
Jimmy.
It's a coin flip.
You know what? It's always the quiet ones. It's always the
True.
quiet ones. I'm changing my vote to Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
I'm going with Phil.
Dang it. I was
I'm going with Phil.
Okay.
I'm going,
Your
I'm going
90,
with Tony D.
your 90
Tommy D?
seconds are up. I'm
Tony
sorry
D.
that
Just
long
because
to take
he's
an answer.
right.
Once I hear
We
we
don't have a consensus.
shouldn't be talking, right? Nope. And I'm just going to ask, let's see, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Cameron, who do you think it is?
I think it's Phil Strickland.
You know, that's a good guess because it did, it did give some hints off in his direction. All right, Mr. Phil Strickland, they've got the spotlight on you. Who do you think who you think done it?
I was thinking it was Jay help me, Jay Player. Dang it, I'm
Jay
thinking.
Watt.
Jay Watch.
Jay Watts. Watch. Okay, I'm thinking Jay Watch.
Okay, he does look sneaky with the glasses. Stephen Ray, camera on. Who do you think done it?
I was eating some lettuce. Let us not say words we're not supposed to. It's Phil Strickland. Come on.
The Dark Knight, camera on. Who do you think done it?
I'm trying to figure who looks the richest. I'm still sticking with Phil Strickland.
Okay. Tommy D, camera on. Who you think done it?
I think it's that quiet guy in the middle. It's just grinning. I'm thinking it's Jimmy George.
He does look suspicious, doesn't he? He
looks
looks
like a
like
poker
he's
player
like,
with
I ain't gonna
crazy.
say nothing. I'ma just sit over here in the cut and see if I can get me 5 points. Okay. Abigail, camera on. Who do you think done it?
I'm with Tommy D. He's my fellow Floridian. And Jimmy George Hayes Jr., I think he did it with a candlestick in the parlor.
Oh, Lordy.
I love it.
Not in the parlor.
Jay Watch. Who do you think done it?
I think it's Tommy D.
Tommy D. He put the finger on you. All right. Well, will the real culprit who went down and had to stretch 5 seconds of comedy into an hour and 30 minutes, Stephen, does that mean you didn't get to vote? Unmute your mic.
I'm having a Tourette's moment. I'm okay.
Okay, just checking on you.
Okay.
Making sure you don't need medical attention. All right, so will the real culprit please turn their camera off at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
No. No.
The Dark Knight, turn your camera on and tell us more.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm at work and still got the 5 points. Let's go. No, let me shut up before I really need that $25. But yeah, it was a big show. You know what I mean? I think the pay was like either 1,500 or something like that, and but it was supposed to be divided between me, a DJ, an opener, and another comic. And I got the news that the DJ and the opener or the host wasn't going to make it. So me and the comic had to do almost I can't tell you how long. With just like I said, I only had like a half an hour material because I only planned on doing like a half hour. So it was a good thing I stuck. Yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me not stuttering. I don't know how I would have got through it.
Oh my gosh. Well, he pulled all
We
the
were blindsided.
So Funny Man
Blindsided by
Green.
the Dark Knight.
Funny Man
Seriously.
Green gets the 5 points, and here we are with story number 2. Now, sit back and get some popcorn because this is a long one. I said short story, so here we go. Title: The Set That Bombed, and So Did I. Let me tell you about the worst comedy set of my life, and I say that as someone who once told jokes over a blender in a smoothie shop. It all started because I thought I was being responsible. I signed up for a community health fair and figured, why not get my prostate checked today? You know, real adult behavior. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I thought I'd earn karma points. Maybe I confused maturity with poor decision making. The checkup took place in a pop up tent, not a room, a tent. You could hear the guy next door getting a flu shot and someone coughing into a granola bar sample. Ew. The nurse said, "You're here for the screening." That dramatic pause told me everything I needed to know and nothing I wanted to hear. The doctor walks in, calm, seasoned, with a kind of confidence that says, I've done this thousands of times and I make eye contact every time. Aren't you not supposed to do that? Anyway, he pulls the glove, snap, grabs the bottle of gel that looked like it came from an auto shop and says, "Okay, go ahead and squat for me." Oh, and that's where it all went wrong because the moment I squatted and he began the procedure, I felt my soul leave my body. There were no words, just silence, awkward air, and the faint sound of someone popping bubble wrap in the next tent. When it was over, I nodded politely and thanked him because apparently trauma makes me courteous. And I walked out into the sun like I had just witnessed something ancient and unspeakable. I was emotionally weakened. I couldn't eat. I couldn't laugh. I saw a guy shake a ketchup bottle and launch. Oh, wait a minute. I saw a guy shake a ketchup bottle at lunch and flinch like I'd heard a war flashback. Then came the comedy show that evening. I'm backstage trying to hype myself up, but my confidence has been medically violated. The host calls me up. I step on stage with the posture of a man who's seen too much. First few jokes, nothing. The crowd is silent like they're in a dentist waiting room. So I pivot. Ever have one of those days where a stranger gives you deep personal feedback and all you can do is nod and pretend it didn't change your worldview? Nervous chuckles. I said, there was a glove, there was gel, there was squatting, and I'll never be the same. At that point, someone in the back whispered, is he confusing or stalling for time? Oh, wait, is he confessing or stalling for time? I bombed badly. Even the mic stand looked disappointed in me. After the show, a guy came up, patted me on the back, and said, "Hey, I've been there too, man. It does mess you up for a bit." We shared a knowing nod, two men bound forever by awkwardness and amateur lighting. Worst set of my life, but hey, the prostate's good, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Long-winded is this one, but funny story nonetheless. 90 seconds on the clock, and uh who y'all think done it?
Hey, hit me
I
out.
think we can. Abigail.
Stephen,
I
Stephen,
thought it was Abigail until the prostate exam. Then just went the wrong way.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Here's my assumption here. Now, I've heard Jimmy Joe I've heard Jimmy Joe do comedy, and I've heard Phil just now. By the amount of comparison and similes and adjectives that you were using in that story to explain your situation, I'm going with Phil.
Hey, I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for Brenda to say the end at the end.
I'm too young for a prostate check. I thought we were going to hear it was free. I thought it was $1,500. So yeah,
I think it's Jimmy.
I think that's got all the earmarks of Phil Strickland.
Oh, for sure.
The writing isn't Phil.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
Jimmy.
Phil.
It may be Jay
Jimmy,
Watch, but
Jimmy has never said that many words ever. He never said that many words. What? I've been on the show 8 times. It's Phil.
Well, what do y'all think?
Narrowed down to
It
either
was
Phil or
wordy.
Steven.
It was wordy.
It's got to be somebody over 50.
I think it's Phil or Steven.
I'm saying it's Phil or Jimmy. It ain't Tony. It ain't Steven.
I gotta say Jimmy. I gotta say Jimmy.
I'm going with Jimmy. Lock it in.
I'm going with Tommy.
I'm going with Jimmy.
Oh, we have a lot of different opinions around here. So we'll quit stalling. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., who do you think done it?
I think it's Stephen Ray.
Well, that came out of nowhere. I didn't hear that name. Why Stephen Ray?
Just listening to the way that it was written, and in the chorus, he referenced a male, as in the way it was written. So I knew it wasn't Abigail. So that's why I went that route.
Okay. Mr. Phil Strickland, camera on. Who do you think done it?
I was thinking I had to say Jimmy. But if you pick out the different things, it's obviously a male, and
Whoever is doing that, can you please stop or hit your mic button?
somebody's having some good ice or something.
Right.
Abigail does not have an Adam's apple, I don't think. So,
Wow.
paramedics pay attention to that kind of stuff. And Tommy, he doesn't look like he's fazed by anything from that standpoint. I think he's had those. He's probably almost in the dozens now. So I'm gonna go with Jimmy. That's all. That's the one I had to pick. That's the only choice I could go with.
Jimmy, your friend throwing you under the bus over here. I don't know about that. I hope the meeting out in Ohio goes well. All right, Stephen Ray, camera on. Jimmy said it was you, but who do you think done it?
Look, the first time a doctor said you're about that age, you should have a prostate exam, I looked at her and said, you first. So, true story. I still think it's Jimmy. It could be Jay Watch, but I'll go with Jimmy.
Jimmy, they think that you had the prostate exam in the pop-up tent. Oh no. All right, the Dark Knight. Who do you think done it?
Okay, I'm gonna go against everybody. I'm going with Jay Watch. The reason why I'm going with Jay Watch is because, like I said, that was a long story, and he's used to writing stories, poems, and books, and everything like that. So.
I love it. Jay Watch, your name got thrown in the fire because you are a writer. So I don't know, but who do you think done it?
Listen, it's not Abigail. We already know that. It's not Stephen Ray because he don't finish any sentences. So, okay, it's not Tony because it's not Tony. In between Jimmy and Phil, but I feel like it's Phil. I really do. In my heart of hearts.
Phil, your fellow castmate that throws you under the bus. They have you out there getting your prostate checked out in a tent and having a moment with the with the show producer. All right, Tommy D. Who do you think?
It's got Phil's markings all over it when he's like, oh yeah, get your prostate checked, take care of yourself. So I'm leaning that way, but Jimmy's grinning like he's hiding something. So I'm going with Jimmy.
Jimmy, your grin is getting you in trouble, bruh. They have you out there sharing the personal moment with the show producer. looking into the eyes, which I thought you were never supposed to do. All right, Abigail, camera on. Who do you think done it?
So I've heard this man in the wild. So I feel like I know this individual. When you said when I came out of the tent and the sun hit my face, I knew that was Florida. I felt it. I came to Jesus. I prayed about it, and so I'm thinking Tommy D all over this, all over this.
Oh,
That man
Tommy
is
D.
right with Jesus.
And your
Okay.
your fellow Floridians threw you in the fire. They have you sharing a personal moment with the producer. Oh, okay. Well, will the real culprit that had their prostate checked in the tent turn their camera off at the count of three? Well, or beforehand. One, two, three. So much for dramatics, right? I guess it was like that exam. All right.
Oh,
Camera on and tell us more.
First off, I'm sorry, I missed the count. I hate lying. I hate lying. All right. My again, the wife, nurse, they had this big thing. It was at Ohio State. Watch out, go Bucks, go Bucks, watch out.
Whoop, whoop.
So they had this big thing at Ohio State. Everything was like free for the community. It was on a disadvantaged side of the city, and I'm like, you know what? Today's the day. All right, today's the day. 51 years old, I'm going in. So I'm like, hey, I go in, and the doctor's there, and he was like, and he got two fingers out. I'm like, Lord, you take the ring off. So, oh man, we go ahead and he does what he's got to do, and I don't feel good. And then I got to travel all the way out to Youngstown with my partner and cohort at MPSC Entertainment, Notarius. And so going from Columbus to Youngstown is about a 3 hour trip. I still didn't want to talk about it and whatnot, but I got up on stage and I ran my mouth. And the hardest part was just hunkering down on that counter as you were sitting there eating, and he was like, lean back a little bit. I'm like, oh Lord, it was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like it
Oh,
at all.
oh my God. All right. For those of you who put your finger on Mr. Phil Strickland, that is 5 points for you. And I know a couple of you said it. So make sure you're keeping your own score. Mr. Phil Strickland, no 5 points for you. All right, here is our last story of the night. A little long, but I'm gonna try my best. So here we go. So here's my worst comedy story. Several years ago, I was flying out to Kansas for a family reunion. I was packing my suitcase and tossed in my travel toiletries shaving kit. Oh boy, which, if you're not familiar, is a small zippered bag that contains a razor, toothbrush, comb, etc. I realized too late that if you have a teenage son that shares your bathroom and also has a shaving kit stashed under the sink, it's not a good idea to get him one that looks identical. Flash forward to the TSA agents interaction with me as I went through security. TSA, where are you headed off to? Me, Kansas, going to a family reunion. TSA, has anyone put anything in your luggage without your knowledge? Me, nope, packed it myself. TSA, something looks odd on the x ray, so we're going to have to open your bag for an additional check. Me, no problem. TSA gets wide eyed as he opens my shaving kit and holds up a box of condoms with a puzzled look on his face. Did you say family reunion? Me, realizing I packed my son's shaving kit and knowing I can't say it's not mine after just saying no one put anything in my bag. Well, some of us are very close. Okay, the end. How about that? All right. Um, so I can imagine that was very embarrassing. Standing there with a box of condoms off to the family reunion. Okay. 90 seconds on the clock. Who do y'all think done it?
Well, who's flying from West Virginia. Now, come on now. Let's see what we can figure out. Just kidding.
I don't know Steven that well, but that sounds like something that happened to him.
That sounds like.
Oh, who said toiletries?
Toiletries coming out of New York.
I thought that was
Could have been worse than condoms.
Toiletries.
About Jesus, so that's why I said no. That can't be her.
Oh yeah, we get right with Jesus. We don't get with condoms, remember?
Not at the family reunion.
Stephen Ray.
Oh Lord,
it's
I don't know.
Lock it in.
Stephen. Okay, we're going with Stephen today.
Now, just remember the author of this is very long-winded, so just keep that in mind.
You know, honestly, Steven does not look like or sound like he uses the word toiletries, and that seems to come out of a Tommy D type of part of the country. And then we're very close. The family members, man, that sounds a lot of Tommy D right there.
Tommy D.
Should I need to get right? Where are you going, Tommy?
Well, I thought we had it. I thought we were locked in, but apparently we're not. So unlocked.
So
I'm still going for Steven.
All right, Steve or Jimmy George Hayes Jr. Camera on. I didn't hear your name this time, so definitely. Who do you think done it?
I'm gonna go with Stephen Ray. Something about Kansas and him being in New York seemed to click with me, so that's my answer.
Kansas and New York seems to click. Okay, that's a first. Mr. Phil Strickland of MPSC Entertainment. Who do you think done it?
I think Tommy D just mainly because, hey, when he said we're very close, and secondly, the word toiletries, that throws me off. I'm like, I don't think Ray he don't use them kind of words like toiletry and ottoman and, vestibule, stuff like that. He don't use them.
Vestibule. Stephen Ray turned the now Jimmy George Hayes. I'm hungry. Jimmy George Hayes Jr. threw your name into the fire. I don't know how he matched Kansas and New York, but hey, what the heck? So who do you think done it?
Well, we know someone in Manhattan, Kansas, but I think it's Jimmy Jones. No, Jimmy Dean. No, it's a sausage.
Jimmy George Hayes.
Jimmy
Jr.
Thank you, voiceover.
I just like saying your name, but he's definitely pointing the arrow at you again, which is weird because, what's the odds that I would double back and read two stories from the same person? I don't know. Let's see. The Dark Knight, he seems to be working, so oh no, there he goes.
There he is.
Who do you think done it?
Shoot. Well, the family reunion in West Virginia thing. I haven't been able to say this in a while, but that eliminates most of us. I want to say Abigail so bad, but I don't know. Because I know Stephen Ray's in New York. Shoot. You know what? No, Tommy D's in Florida. Come on now, think. Abigail.
All right, Abigail. All right, Tommy D. Who are you pointing your finger at? They want to say you, but you just live so far from Kansas that
I'm still laughing at Funny Man saying that rules most of us out. I still think that sounds like Steven. I'm sticking with Steven.
Steven, all the way from New York to Kansas City. I could dig it. Jay Watts, who do you think done it?
My magic boy ran out of ideas. He don't even know anymore. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I want to say Abigail too. Like it sounds like she do things like that. I don't. The ranger confusion, like it don't matter. Like I got sons. We don't care. So why would they care about the razor being mixed up? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Abigail, unless Steven is like OCD. So
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Abigail. Camera on. They think you have a shaving kit for some reason.
Oh, I shaved my legs, baby. Now I hadn't quite gotten here yet, but I'm in. I got the menopause coming.
Well, who do you think done it?
I think my good friend, I'm gonna blame him every single time because I love him so much. Tommy D. I'm in. He's the most southern, besides me, individual in this whole thing. I think Tommy D. Because
Okay.
I love him so much. He's such a beautiful feller. And I know he has a son, so that's where I'm coming right with Jesus. I don't know. I could be totally
Okay.
wrong.
I think you guys all have some pretty good guesses for some pretty good reasons. So, will the real culprit turn their camera off at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Called it.
All right, Tommy D.
Called it.
Camera on and tell us more.
Toiletries.
Well, so it was almost verbatim the way I wrote it. The only thing I left out is, so I'm going through TSA, and the guy says, "So where are you headed today?" And I said, "Kansas." And he said, "Business or pleasure?" I said, "Pleasure, family reunion." Just like that. He's chatting, he unzips that bag, and his eyes get the size of pancakes. And he looks at me, and he looks down, and he pulls out this box of condoms. Like, we're really close.
Oh God. Oh geez. Well, y'all give it up for that new
Really
game
close.
of Who Done It To. And this is a classic super sleuth game that you guys can play with your family, friends, and fans. And the last thing that we have to do, because it's a new game that'll be going into our comedy game card deck, is to get some feedback from the cast. All right, Jimmy George Hayes, we're gonna go with the test your funny format. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. What would you grade that game? And whoever
Well,
is doing that, mute yourself.
I give it an A. It was pretty good. Trying to guess who wrote and was responsible for the background on that store. I give it an A.
Okay, you think it should go into the card deck?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Okay, you don't think too many families would fight over that one, right? That would be a pretty good family game, right?
Yeah, it should be, unless they drinking ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
All right, Mr. Phil Strickland, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. What would you grade that game?
I would give it an A, but the caveat would be this. We need to make sure we all understand what short story is, because some of us don't. I'm like 2,000 words or less. Ooh, that looks too much. That kind of thing. And other than that, yeah, if they put some parameters on it, don't be cussing, don't be grossing nobody out, more or less. But proctology stuff is like, that's just all natural.
Well, thank you for the A. Shout out to Miss Bacon out there who helped us to get the format of the game together. So shout out to her because I didn't know what to do with it, and she made a great game.
Crispy bacon.
And now I get to ask, you think that should go into the card deck? Do you think a family would have fun playing that?
Yeah, 1,000,000,000%. When people can tell their stories, they feel good. At least this people do.
Definitely. All right, Stephen Ray, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. What would you grade that game?
I just like to say it's 11:45. Do you know where your children are? I'd give that an A.
Well, I don't know where mine is at, but then again, he's 26 and I don't care. So what do you think? You think that game should go into our next deck?
It's like one of my favorite games from my youth. It's like, what's my line? Well, the real Stand up. Yes.
I love it. All right, The Dark Knight. What do you think? A, B, C, D, or FL Bomb? That game was terrible. What would you grade that game?
Shoot, in the words of Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber, I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Yeah, I give it an A plus plus plus.
I love the A plus 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 plus. All right, here we go. Tommy D, our harshest game critic ever in our history of playing games. A, B, C, D, or FL Bomb? That game was terrible. What would you grade that game?
What part of that game did you think was not good? I thought it was great, and I love the way you do it at the end. Like, well, it's like with a real so and so stand up. I like the way they do it. The only caveat would be, I think we need to limit it to 2 or something, because as you're weeding out the people, like if we know Phil did the first story, we know he's not the second story. That kind of thing. But I love it. I think it's fun. I really like it. I like the way you fess up at the end. I like it.
All right. Well, shout out to Bacon. You have impressed our harshest game critic yet. Good for you. All right, Jay, watch A, B, C, D, or FL Bomb. What would you grade that game?
I gotta say, I was gonna give it an A, right? Except the thing with my family, when facts get thrown around, mouths get quiet, and I feel like the real story may come out at the wrong time, and that could be detrimental to the game. I don't know. So we got to wait till they keep it to no personal stories that include other parties in the room.
You can't tell on other parties in the room. Okay, I love it.
You know what I mean? Keep it peace.
Abigail Comedy, A, B, C, D, or FL Bomb? That game was terrible. What would you grade that game?
I think this would be a perfect icebreaker. I mean, really bring out the dirty laundry with all the friends. I think that'll really keep us together. And I'm telling you, I think it's an A.
Ooh, I'm digging it. She gave it an A. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr. I think I asked you, you just fell out. So definitely y'all give it up for Ms. Bacon and figuring out how to make this game a hit. And while we're all clapping, we're gonna do another spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's my heart.
Spotlight, baby. Yeah.
And
bring
it. Shout out to this segment because, as I said, we get to highlight different faces, spaces, and places. And this spotlight we just get to do for pure pleasure because nobody's really sponsoring this one. So if you guys want to be that person, go ahead and hit me up in the inbox. But until then, guess what I get to do? Play my same video again. Here we go. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sndcty Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sndcty is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sndcty, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sndcty. Jimmy Howe for introducing me to Sndcty. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sndcty, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Sndcty. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the
Spotlight, baby.
And
Yeah.
shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. once again, and shout out to all of you out there who want to have your reel played on the show. You just have to DM me. It's totally free for us to play it. I just need it in 4K. All right, so our next game up is one that is in our comedy card deck. And it is called Tap In. And this is a super simple game. I will ask everybody in the studio to turn their cameras off. I will ask a question, and the first person to turn their screen on and yell tap in will be afforded the chance to answer the question. If they answer correctly, they will win 3 points. And everybody else who agrees with them will win 1. So the first person to tap in will win 3, and then the other people who agree will win 1. Everybody with me so far?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody starts with their screens off. By the time I remove this graphic, everybody should be in the locked in position. And now these questions are close to my heart. My sister actually thinks that she's a comedian, so these are jokes. I asked her for trivia questions, and this is what I got back. Stephen Ray, go ahead and hit your mute button for me. Thank you. All right. I know he's just trying to stay awake, though. That's what I know. He just got to move around and stay awake. All right. So our first question is, on his ark, how many of each animal did Moses bring?
Tap in.
All right. Abigail,
Tap in.
what's the answer?
2.
All right.
Each animal, 2 by 2.
Nice.
All right. Abigail says 2. Mr. Phil Strickland, camera on. Do you agree?
Absolutely, I agree. I know my Bible. I went to Bible study.
Stephen Ray, camera on. Do you agree?
Oi, Gewalt. Oi. No, I do not agree.
Dang it.
Okay.
You'll have to ask why.
Yes. And it's only a 2-hour show.
Okay. You said, how many animals did Moses take on the ark?
Oh,
None.
my man.
Tommy D, do you agree with 2?
Well, if it was Noah, it was 2 of every kind, not 2 of every animal.
Preach
But
it,
I was
Pastor
with
Tommy.
Stephen. You said Moses.
All right. J Watch, camera on. Are you gonna go with Stephen Ray, our Jewish friend, and Tommy D, or are you gonna stick with Mr. Phil Strickland with 2?
I'm I'm gonna stick with Phil.
Oh, Phil's got a friend in him. All
Uh-oh.
right. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., camera on. Are you sticking with Phil and J Watch, or are you gonna go to the other side with Stephen Ray and Tommy D?
I'm gonna go with the other side with Stephen Ray and Tommy D.
Mm,
Oh, you're gonna turn your back on your friends.
Traitor.
dang it.
Traitor.
He's
Come
gonna
on,
leave y'all
friend.
in the dust. All right, funny man Green. Are you going to tie it up and stick with Mr. Phil Strickland and Jay Watch, or are you going to put us over the edge with Stephen Ray, Tommy D, and Jimmy George Hayes?
I'm agreeing with whoever, because you know, man, I was in the Bible, church 7 days a week, and everything, and all, and I don't remember anything about Moses and taking some animals onto an ark. I mean, yeah, I know Noah did, but so yeah, I'm agreeing with Stephen Ray.
All right. Well, Abigail, that's no points for you, Mr. Phil Strickland and Jay Watch, because your castmates were correct. It wasn't Moses, it was Noah, as in Noah's Ark.
Good
All right,
job, Stephen
everybody,
Ray.
cameras off.
Good catch.
I told you my sister considers herself a comedian. All right. Who was awarded as the fastest runner in a race?
Captain.
Captain.
All right, Mr. Phil Strickland. You were delayed, but you caught yourself in time. Go ahead.
Usain Bolt.
Well, all right. So you're gonna go with Hussein Bolt. And everybody else, I'm going to ask you, do you agree, Tommy D? Do you agree with Mr. Phil Strickland?
Indeed, I do.
Okay. Stephen Ray, do you agree with Mr. Phil Strickland?
If we're actual real people that exist, then yes. If not, then it's a Flash or Speedy Gonzalez.
Or Roadrunner, yeah.
I was going to say him too, but Speedy Gonzalez didn't have it a race, and one got to Mexico first. So,
All right, Abigail, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Usain Bolt would definitely be where I go.
Okay. Funny Man Green.
Could you repeat the question? Okay, no. I was just joking. Yeah, I agree with the Hussein Bolt.
Jimmy George Hayes.
Your fastest runner in a race, but Hussein ran different distances, so that was kind of a trick question to me. So, you know, Hussein Bolt didn't run a mile. So when you say in a race,
which race?
I needed more detail, so that's what's throwing me off. So I'm gonna say no, I don't agree with him, and I'm gonna say I don't know why.
Okay. I like it because I only gave you 2 choices. I said agree or not agree. So I like it. All right, Jay Watch, camera on. Do you agree with them with Hussein Bolt, or are you going to go with Jimmy George Hayes? And I'm going to say no, and I don't know why.
Dang, we need to stick together as a people.
Hey, man.
I love the races, and I all go with Usain Bolt.
Okay.
Are you talking about recently? Because he's all big and fat and everything now.
He said it in 2009. I mean,
Back
well,
then,
2009. Okay.
it's been a minute. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He was skinny then.
Only
Yeah,
one
he was
of you
doing
guys,
the E-letters.
only one of you guys is right, and that is Jimmy George Hayes Jr., which is he said no because and he doesn't know why. But the answer that my sister gave, who is a deacon and deaconess at her church, is Adam because he was the first in the human race.
Ah,
Oh man,
we
she's
could debate
tricky.
that though.
She's
We
tricky.
Oh,
forgot about Steve. He was before
well,
Adam.
I
Wow.
don't know.
Oh,
Okay, cameras off.
wow.
Last
Right.
one.
Tricky.
All right, here we go. Wait a minute. This one actually made me laugh. How does Moses like his coffee?
Tap in.
All right, Stephen Ray, how does Moses like his coffee?
Parted.
Okay, I like it. Mr. Phil Strickland, how does Moses like his coffee?
I see where you're going, Steven. I'll call your parted and I'll raise you half and half.
Tommy D.
I'll see your half and half and raise you walking through the desert.
Jay Watt.
Oh man. I see your desert, and I say he like it with his tablets.
Abigail.
I see you, whatever the heck that man just said, and I'm going with burning coffee grounds in the burning bush.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr.
I'm gonna say he likes his coffee shaken, not stirred.
Oh, that's
Hey,
what's up.
funny man Green.
Yes.
Okay, so he didn't catch that. How does Moses like his coffee?
Who like the coffee?
How does Moses like his coffee?
Shaken but not stirred.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
I
so
heard
he
that
agrees
somewhere.
with Jimmy over there.
Bam, bam,
All
bam.
right. So my sister says none of you are correct in her mind because she says he brews it.
Oh, that's good.
That
Yeah, I
was
would
good. Yeah,
I
he
would have
brewed
He
said
it.
brews it.
no, I would have said he likes it in the
I thought the
mana.
burning
I was
bush would
gonna
have
say
got some
that,
here.
right?
Oh, the
Oh
joke
Lord.
wrong.
He proves
Right.
it.
Wrote
It
the
was
joke
no longer
wrong.
food.
Wow.
I
Womp
had a
womp
cancel
womp.
for that.
Well, shout out to my sister in helping us to play this game of Tap In. You guys can play this at home because it comes included in your comedy card game decks and they are on sale now. And as you guys can see, we just had a really, really good time. So there you have
Mhm.
it. Fun for free, y'all. Fun for free or $5, whichever rhymes the best. All right, it is time for us to go on to our next segment, which is You Say Trivia. And this is an interactive comedy trivia game, also included in your comedy card or your comedy game card boxes. You guys can play this with your friends. It's super easy because you can ask any question on the planet that you want as long as it's Googleable and we can find an answer. That's what makes our trivia game better than anyone else's out there because it's you say trivia, which are your trivia questions. So, we made a provision for everyone to be able to ask their trivia question. If the cast gets the answer correct, the comedian who is asking the question will receive no points and the cast will receive the 5 points. Everybody got me? Because this
Yep.
is tricky. Okay. And if the cast gets it incorrect, then the contestant wins 5 points. I think that's how it goes. It sounds even to me. Everybody gets a chance on the board. So let's start with Mr. Phil Strickland. All right, give us your question and 3, answers, one which is the correct one, the other two to throw us off. I'm going to turn on the comments so you guys can look out here with your adoring audience and see if they're going to help you out. And let the quizzing begin.
And so I ask a question, and what word gets shorter when you add two letters to it?
And now you have to give three answers. One being the correct answer and the other two to throw us off.
Oh no, it's gonna give you the answer real good. I think I've messed it up. Do I have a chance to pass? No.
You have a chance to ask another question.
Trivia. Dang it. Let me think.
Oh,
What
come on.
what box candy has multiple words imprinted on it? Is it gummy bears? No. Spree? Sweet tart? Those are your answers.
Okay. I hope you can remember them because we had to ask the question again. Um, it might have got mixed up there a little bit, so go ahead and ask it again and give your three answers again.
What box candy has words imprinted on each candy? Gummy bears, Spree, sweet tarts.
Oh, that's a good question. All right, you guys. You heard the question twice, you heard the answers twice. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin. It has to be a one for all for one. So when you guys come to an answer, turn your screens off, yell locked in, and that is the way that I will know you guys are ready to go. And let the conversations begin.
Sweetheart.
Sweet tarts.
See, locked in.
Sweetheart.
Sweet tarts.
Log it in.
Okay, y'all did that pretty quickly. All right, Jimmy George Hayes, camera on. Give us the answer and tell us if you think you guys got it right.
I
Unmute
think
your
it's sweet
mic.
tarts. I think it's sweet tarts, and because we got it so quickly, I think we're right.
Okay, I love it. Let's see if you guys are indeed correct. Well, I guess you guys are correct because he's showing us his sweet tarts.
Man, you talk about having to come up on one on the fly. I'm like, dang it, sweet tarts. What am I supposed to do? Oh man, that sounds
Like
fancy.
fancy. Okay, I love sweet tarts. Back in the day, they were my favorite candy to get on Valentine's Day with the little writing on it. So, great question, but no points. Everybody else wins 5 points. All
Good
right,
job.
Stephen Ray, camera on. Ask us your question and give us your three answers.
All righty. Who had the highest IQ? Is it John Quincy Adams, one of our presidents? Is it Marilyn Vos Savant or Young Hoon Kim?
Ooh, all those
Again,
names elude me. So, one more time with the question and answer.
who had the highest IQ? Is it A or one, John Quincy Adams, one of our presidents, Marilyn Vos Savant, or Young Hoon Kim?
Okay, everybody, cameras on. Um, I would go with Savant because that's the only thing that I can really remember. But the answer is up to you guys. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
I defer to y'all on that one.
Yeah,
Lock
I'm
it
going.
in.
I think
I'm at a
young.
loss. What do you
I
got?
think Young Chung Wong Young.
Young Hong Kim.
No,
He
man,
sounds
come
like
on.
a
Let's not give
dictator.
it to a Chung Wong.
Oh,
What were our options?
Brenda
John
said-
Quincy Adams, Marie something Savant, and
Yeah, Quincy Adams. He was what, like the second president or something?
yeah, I would
No,
go
he
with
wasn't the
Savant
second.
because when somebody's smart, you say they're a savant. So Yeah, I would go with
Yeah, that might be the best one. Let's go with that one. Savant
John
sounds
Quincy
cool.
Adams.
Oh,
Adams.
you,
Nah, lock it in.
No.
No,
Savant.
who's the
Who?
savant?
Savant.
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 Savant sounds pretty fancy. There we
It
go. We're
does.
in.
Okay, so Wong Chung Wong, he was just a karate expert.
That's
Okay, I got
messed
you.
up.
I got you.
Abigail, camera on. Tell me what the team went with, and do you think you guys got it right?
Well, since when we describe super intelligent individuals as savants, I'm thinking we're going to go with savant. Is that
That
one
was
of the?
that was my thinking too, Abigail. I was like, savant is the only thing that I really remember.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Getting right with Jesus on it. Yes, I think we're right.
I love it. I think y'all are right too, or I could be wrong, but we shall see once I can figure out where he's at and where the noise is coming from. Um, all right, Stephen Ray, unmute your mic and tell us the answer and give us some background.
Well, when Moses gathered the animals and took them across the Reed Sea,
Uh-oh.
Young Hoon Kim has an IQ of 276. Marilyn Von Savant was the highest woman at 228, and John Quincy Adams was just to throw you off.
Dang it.
I told you.
Camera's
Oh,
on. He fooled you guys, and
what?
I took you down the wrong road. It was not savant. It was
I said Young Sung.
Wow.
all right. Tommy D, question and 3 answers. Unmute your mic, and your voice will
Shout out
follow.
to the lip readers of Southwest Florida. I've got your back. The most consumed fruit in the world is A, grapes, B, tomatoes, C, bananas.
Okay. That sounded like a pretty straightforward question, but just for the people in the back and the folks that have their cameras off, one more time.
So, which is the most consumed fruit in the world? Is it A, grapes, B, tomatoes, or C, bananas?
Okay. I like grapes and I like bananas better. Um, Tomatoes, I'm just now finding out is a fruit. So, but I don't like those as good as the other two. But the decision is up to you guys. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
I think grapes,
Bananas.
because grapes you can also cook wine. You can also make wine with grapes or whatever.
That's a
So
good
it's not
reason.
just eating. It's just not eating. It's you can drink them too.
Usually
Okay.
you'll eat 1 banana, but maybe 10 grapes in a sitting. Great.
Bananas.
Ooh, nice
But a lot of
thoughts,
grapes is a
Stephen.
number. So
Hear me
Grape.
out. Bananas is
Festival of
most
Grapes has 10.
permissible fruit.
Are we going by weight?
You all
Exactly.
wouldn't listen to me last time. Listen to me now on grapes.
Bananas.
Grapes. I would say
I'm
grapes.
telling you, bananas. You know why?
Your bananas
It's
if you don't
so
pick grapes.
good.
All right.
All right, let's see. You gonna see.
All right. It sounds like we have a little arguing going on in the studio. And I will take Jay Watch camera on, and because you sounded the most forceful, tell us what the team went with, and do you think you guys got it right?
I don't agree with the team.
Well,
Banana.
then tell us what the team went with, and then you can tell us if you guys got it right or not.
Well, they said I think grapes, something like that.
Yep.
And you are
Potato puff.
definitely not digging the grape. So what do you think it is?
Pause. I love bananas. So it's bananas.
Because he loves bananas. Okay. I can dig it. All right, Tommy D, give us the answer and a little background.
Well, the answer is actually bananas. I thought I'd throw you off with grapes because of wine and tomatoes because oh, that is a fruit, and there's a lot of pasta sauce. So yeah, but the answer was bananas.
Good job,
Banana.
Tommy.
Oh, you
You
guys
freaking
got
did
it wrong. You guys should have stuck with Jay
Watch that
simply
right.
because he likes bananas. So,
Jay Watch, you the
Tommy
man.
D, that's 5 points for
Loves,
you. Very nicely done. All right, Jay Watt,
loves,
the question and the three answers.
love is love, not like love. And the question is, which mammal sleeps longer than any animal? Brown bats, koala bears, whales.
Ooh, okay. I like nature questions. One more time with the question and answer.
Which mammal sleeps longer than any other animal? Brown bats, koala bears, whales.
All right, you guys heard the question twice, heard the answers twice. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
Koala
Koala
bears.
bears.
Whales.
I'd say
They don't
whales,
sleep.
pound for pound.
Whales. Whales.
Whales. Whales.
Sleep.
Pound for pound, it's
was a
got to be whales.
choice.
Whales.
No. Koalas. I'm in for koalas.
The question is, what animal sleeps the longest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making
It's
sure.
not whales because they only stay underwater for so long. They got to go back up and breathe.
And pound for pound, if we were doing
Yeah, pound for
percentages,
pound, though.
come on now, it still would be koala. But I
I
see
mean,
what you did there.
They
Bad.
sleep in bulk.
Oh,
They
my bad.
sleep in bulk.
I thought the question was eat. My fault.
Koala.
Bad.
Koala.
Koala.
We'll go with koala.
Looks like now Tommy D, camera on because it looks like you got double team there. I want you to explain a little bit more about your answer and tell me what the team said first, and then give us some explanation on your answer.
Well, they all seem to think koalas. I don't know. I've never seen a koala sleeping. But I just got to think that one whale sleeping equals like 900 koalas and 4,000 birds. So I think it's whales, but they all said koalas.
Just by the sheer math of it all. Okay.
Plus the trick of not thinking that whales are mammals.
All right, Jay Watch. You heard that you made a wave in the pool. So give us the answer and a little background.
Well, he's right. It is koalas.
Booyah.
Or they are right. It is
They
koala.
are- It's koalas. It's koalas.
Okay, so not the whales. So koalas.
No,
How did you find that out? Did you Google it?
no. On Seinfeld.
Oh my
My
God.
Seinfeld.
Nice.
Something else.
All right, I have to leave
Nice.
this right now.
I'll
So-
allow it. That's nice.
All right,
There's
Abigail, give
Okay,
us
go ahead.
the question and the three answers.
Get him, girl.
Right, I didn't give you the history.
Oh, great. My light went out. What is the term of a group of flamingos? Is it A, flammy, B, mingos, or C, flamboyancy?
Ooh.
Okay. Give us the question and the three answers one more time because our attention spans are short at this late hour of the night.
What is the term of a group of flamingos? Is it A, flammy, B, mingos, or C, flamboyancy?
Mm.
Okay. I like the word flammy myself. So I'm going to just say flammy because I like saying the word, but the decision is up to you guys. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
When you say mingos, I'm picturing one saying, "Mama."
I thought that was the Migos, but okay.
I think that's a flamboyance.
I go with flamboyance.
Yeah, I
Y'all
think
gonna
Flammy
That
sounds
shit
cool.
was a little bit
I'll
of
take it, throw
animated
an S on
too.
there and call them Mingos.
I know Matt might call it a Swammy.
No, instead of no more whammy, we can go no flammies, no flammies.
Hey, I already made stupid. I already made stupid twice, so I'm just listening. My camera
No
went off.
Swammies.
My camera went off. I didn't even know what was it. Was it bananas? What was it?
It's bananas.
Bananas.
It was bananas. Oh my god, that's a lie.
I looked it up.
I'm asking
10
Moses.
seconds left on the clock.
No
Mingos.
Flamboyance.
Swammies. No Flammies. Flammy?
Flammy.
Flammy's funny.
Flamboyant.
I don't know. I want to phone a friend. Can we call Brooklyn?
8,
You
7,
better know.
6,
Flamboyant.
5,
My look up
4,
and his phone.
3, 2, 1, and okay. Cameras off. Thank you. All right, Abigail, give us the answer and a little background because they couldn't figure it out.
So, because I am from the Florida, I thought flamingos would be very poignant, especially after the bananas question. I thought this would really come to it. I love that you supported the Flammies and Mingos, why not? But the actual answer is flamboyancy, which of course, I mean, come on, how can you be upset about being flamboyancy?
Told you.
Cameras on.
Wow.
You guys did not make it in time because Jay Watch was really slow on turning his camera off. But those of you who thought flamboyancy were correct, and you should have spoke up a little louder and made Jay Watch turn off his camera. All right. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., give us the question and the answer.
What song was the greatest hit from the Jackson 5 R&B singing group? Choices are I'll Be There, Blame It on the Boogie, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Ooh, okay.
Again, what was the top hit of the Jackson 5 singing group R&B? I'll Be There, Blame It on the Boogie, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Ooh, all good choices. I think I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna help y'all out because I'm a big Jackson fan. Blame It on the Boogie was on his independent, like he was already solo when Blame It on the Boogie came out. So the answer is still up to you guys. So let the conversations begin.
Blame it on the
Santa Claus is coming to town.
No.
That took the Jackson 5
I'll be
into
there.
white America.
That crossed over
forever.
Santa Claus.
That gum, I don't even know where to go. Everybody's got a Christmas song, so I
Watching
guess
little
that
Michael
might be
in
it.
that outfit, dressed up.
Yeah, I'll be there with the big smash.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
what I think it is.
thinks Santa
I'll be
Claus
there.
is coming to town, baby.
I'm thinking Santa.
I know because he's Jewish.
There. Okay, I'm locking in.
Dang
I'll
it.
be there.
That's what I'm saying. I'll Be There was redone by Ron Carey and different ones.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Everybody remade that one, honey boo.
Yeah, but they love the Jackson 5 version, I think.
Well, it's a good one, but I'm just saying. What do
It
you think
broke
of?
cultural stereotypes.
You know,
That's
who knows?
10 seconds on the clock.
Santa Claus.
Camera off.
I'll be there.
Turn your camera off.
Nine,
Mr.
8.
Dark Knight.
Okay. Tommy D, I heard your dissent, so I'm going to let you tell us what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it correct?
I'll be there 100% correct.
You're taking over for the team. I love it.
Take
So
over.
y'all remember, if y'all don't get it right, it's all Tommy's fault. All right, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., tell us the answer and give us some background.
Although I'll Be There was known stateside, the song that was most popular worldwide was Blame It on the Boogie.
What?
Wait a minute,
Are
but
you
you said Jackson
serious?
5.
Yes.
I
Blame
didn't
it
think
on the
boogies were a part of it.
Me
Dear Lord.
either. I thought it
We
was
don't
on
need to
his
pick them
solo
up.
album.
He
Don't
is
listen
right.
to
It's
me.
actually on the Jackson Fives. Santa
Okay.
Claus was Coming to Town was the least out of those three.
Oh,
Then
the
I'll Be
worst.
There, and then Blame It on the Boogie.
Well, as a Jew, that's what I
Okay.
remember. But
Well,
Santa
you
Claus.
guys did not win points for that, and don't listen to me next time. All right, The Dark Knight. Give us the question and the answers.
Okay, so Bobby Brown. He did a song, "Rock with You All Night." What female star was that about? Was that A, Madonna, B, Janet Jackson, or C, Whitney Houston?
Okay, go ahead and repeat the question and answers before you forget them.
Okay, Bobby Brown did the song "Rock with You All Night." Was that for? It was towards what female um, star? Was it A, Madonna, B, Janet Jackson, or C, Whitney Houston?
All right, you guys. He's asking who was that dedicated to, or who uh that song was about who? Yeah, there you go. 60 seconds on the clock and let the conversations begin.
It was Whitney Houston.
I'm going to say,
Yeah,
based
better
on
be
the
his wife.
title, yes, Whitney Houston. I'll lock it in.
Janet
I mean, rock it
Jackson.
in. She didn't do rock.
I'm thinking Janet Jackson also.
Janet Jackson. I'm locking with Janet Jackson.
All right. I love it how you guys are speeding it up. Jay Watch, camera on. Tell us what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it correct?
I don't know. It's Janet Jackson, I guess. My camera's off. I don't know. I ain't do what I do.
Don't leave y'all points in his hands. All right. Well, let's see. The Dark Knight, back to the stream. Tell us the answer and give us a little background.
Okay, so even though um, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown was rocking, literally rocking all night, that is not the answer. The answer is Janet Jackson.
Boom.
Woo!
Boom.
They had a
Oh,
they had a little fling. They had a little fling going, and of course Joe stepped in and canceled.
okay. Big Daddy Joe was like, no. So you guys got that correct. So no points for you, Funny Man Green. The rest of the cast gets 5 points. And I hope you guys are keeping track because I am not. But that has been this segment of You Say Trivia, an interactive comedy trivia game where anybody can ask a trivia question. All right, you guys, believe it or not, we've made it to the end of the episode. All the fun in one episode. We did it. It was amazing. I'm so proud of us. So let's see if we can get through this. The shout outs are very important to us because it only takes a second or two for you guys to give people flowers while they're still here to accept them. We're going to kind of limit this to the shout outs being one name. Okay, so you only get one name to shout out, and we're going to
That
put
gum.
that golden shout out on top of it because you guys like that so much. So you're going to give your golden shout out, your point score, and then you're going to crown your game master. Everybody with me?
Think so.
All right. Well, you're the first to say something, so we'll see if you got it. Golden
My
shout out, point score, and game master.
my shout out is to Tommy D for always welcoming me back like it was just yesterday when we talked. That's a real true friend. So shout out to that. My point score is I think I might have had 25 plus 30 or plus 3, no plus 5, so maybe 30. So that's all I got. And my what was the last one about golden
Game
shower or something?
master is the person who made the game for you.
What's it called again?
Game master.
Game Master. Game Master was J Watch.
J Watch. Okay, so why J Watch?
Cause J Watch he was honest about it. He'd be like, yes, this, and no, don't count on me for that. And I like it.
I
Hey,
love it.
brother,
Well,
can I?
welcome back to the stream, Mr. Phil Strickland. It's always a pleasure to have you and so much funny. Stay tuned to the green room. Stephen
Hey,
Ray,
hey,
you
Brenda, can I
get,
can I text because I got to go to this meeting.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. He's got to go to a meeting, so we're gonna cut to Funny Man Green. You get one golden shout out,
One
point
golden.
score, and game master.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to you, Brenda, for setting this up. My points, I don't know because I was working, and you know, man, I was trying not to get pointed at work. But as far as the game master, I have to agree with Tommy D.
Okay, Tommy D's getting a lot of love around here, y'all. I'm digging it. Well, shout out to you, Mr. Dark Knight, and I hope you make it to the meeting on time. All right, Stephen Ray, back to where we are. You get your golden shout out, your point score, and your game master.
My golden shout out is to Funny Man Green, the Dark Knight, for showing us the inside workings of a warehouse and having half his face cut off. So I'm not really sure who he is. I might have accumulated 11 points. I lost track somewhere along the way. And I'm just happy to be here. What else did I have to say?
Your game master.
Tommy D, because the bag, you should never buy matching bags, and you should always check what you're putting in a suitcase when you're going through TSA. I learned this the hard way.
I love it. Shout out to you, Stephen Ray. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Tommy D, you get your golden shout out, your point score, and your game master.
There's so many I want to shout out, but if I could only shout out one, it's got to be uh, the one that supports me, helps me write my jokes, and is always there. It's my chain smoking pepperana, Larry. Uh, I think I had 6 points, but for me, the game master was David Green,
Nice.
and I'll never forget when he was thinking about the Kansas answer, and he just said, "Well, that rules out most of us." And I spit my coffee. Another great show. Happy to be part of it.
I love it. Thank you, Tommy D, for gracing us with your fish and your funny. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Jay Watch, your golden shout out, your point score, and your game master.
Damn, that can be hard. All right, so uh, my golden shout out I'm gonna give to Funny Man Green because he reminds me of Tommy Ford from Martin, and I feel Tommy did have a job, so he does work. So shout out for that. Um, yeah, and Game
Score.
Master, I'm gonna go with Phil. Uh, for sure. He had me feel like comedy was good again. Um,
Aw.
and not a lot of low hanging fruit. I can't take it. Anyway, I have 15 points. I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is always good to have you on the screen, on and off, and in a nap, in any way we can get you, Jay Watch. It's always our pleasure. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Abigail, golden shout out, point score, and game master.
So golden shout out is for Mofo Entertainment. Feel the love. I'm looking out of the box because we've been really quite in the box this evening. They have been very supportive of female comedians here in the Tampa Bay area here in the Florida. The score, I believe I got 6. Lord only knows. Praise it. Bring it to Jesus. And then the game master, Stephen Ray, with that sexy baritone voice. I come right with Jesus every time you bring it to do it. Thank you so much. And peace be with all of y'all.
Oh, Abigail, we almost made it. Shouts out to you and your funny and great job on the episode tonight. Stay tuned to the green room if you can. We shall see you back there. Got something to tell you or ask you for your card. All right, Jimmy George Hayes, golden shout out, point score, and game master.
Golden shout out is to everyone who loves entertainment, and that's why we do what we do, because we like to entertain and add a little spice to people's life. My point score is 8, and game master, I got to give it up to Phil because he's brought the energy. He kind of reminds me of when I was younger, when people thought I had ADD or ADHD. So thank you Phil, for bringing the energy.
Oh my God. Jimmy George Hayes Jr., thank you so much for once again interrupting your normal sleeping schedule to hang out with us and bring us the funny. Stay tuned to the green room. The Dark Knight, he's in the meeting still in the studio, so we're going to help him out. Yep, there we go. And uh, since we are at the end of the episode, we're going to go out like we came in. And no need in putting on another rerun of our spotlight video. So we're going to vote on who's going to take us out of the episode. I'm going to put some time on the clock, and you guys are going to give it your best. So, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., who's going to take us out?
Abigail.
Ooh, okay. Abigail, your feet have been put to the fire. Who's going to take us out?
Oh, I thought I was going to. I was getting right with the props. Okay. Where's my where's the list? Stephen Ray, I really like that voice.
Doesn't he sound like he should be on the radio? I'm telling you, he's in the wrong business. All right, J-Bot.
He's got a face for radio.
Who's taking us out? Oh no.
What's his name? You right there. Jimmy George.
Jimmy George Hayes Jr. All right, Tommy D, who takes us out?
Jimmy George.
Ooh, I haven't heard from him since the last episode. Stephen Ray, who takes us out?
Live from David Green's phone. I want to be in that meeting for 3 minutes. Is that an option?
Is that an option?
Oh no,
he does.
He's out.
Yeah, he has to
Come
leave.
on, right.
Come on now.
We'll go with Abigail. I want to hear about
Abigail.
tennis and things with soccer and the things they play with them with.
Oh boy.
I got
All right,
balls. That all right.
Mr. Phil Strickland, who's gonna take us out?
I'm going to go with them. Jimmy, George, Hayes, and Jr. All of them. All of them. That's all votes.
I think with that vote, Jimmy George Hayes Jr., all of them has taken over the vote with 3, I think, if I'm not tired. So I'm going to put some time on the clock, and it does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night,
Make it funny.
Booyah,
I just want to say, life is short. You got to make the best of your opportunities, y'all. Last week, I had a situation. I explained earlier that I stepped on a yellow jacket nest. I was out on my lawnmower in shorts and a T-shirt. Got off the lawnmower, started walking. all of a sudden I'm like, man, mosquitoes are biting early today. So I'm like smacking my leg, not paying attention. Before I knew it, y'all, I was covered in yellow jackets.
Oh Lord.
I turned around and took off, left my shoe running. I've heard about yellow jackets, but I've never experienced it, y'all. And it's a situation where they did chase me all the way into the screen porch that I own. Inside the screen porch, I thought I was safe, but I looked down. I had about 15 of them still on me, biting me. So for those who like to go out in nature, think about this story. I will never go outside in t-shirt and shorts again and cut grass. I'm full mode with long sleeve shirt and sweatpants, and I also have a bee hat. That's what lessons learned have taught me. So, I think that each one teach one.
Unbelievable.
Long live Georgia Tech. Yellow Jackets.
Yellow jackets.
Boom.
They do chase you. I thought it was just a cartoon, but they do chase you.
Buzz, buzz.
Yellow Jackets are from the hood.
Buzz, buzz.
They take.
Buzz, buzz. Almost seen the light though. For a minute there, I seen the light, y'all. It's one of those things where I said life is short. I was gonna call 911, but I forgot I was in West Virginia. I figured it has a rural area, so I might as well just jump in my car and risk it. I made it to the hospital in time for them to check me out.
Oh,
Preventive
good.
maintenance, of course.
Hallelujah.
I just jump in the
I don't
creek.
even think they bite. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Jump in the creek.
Thank you, sir.
That's the line.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Brenda done passed out.
She did. She done gone. She went to
She
bed.
normally
She
said
said
3
night
minutes, but
night.
she said some time, so I know how much time I had. So
Yeah, she did. Hey, I'm keeping it
maybe I
right.
get a laugh
Sometimes
in.
that's when you drop the mic and keep on rolling. I'm with you. I'm with you.